What's up, everybody? It's HBT with Straight Up Wrestling Show. I'm with my man, Christopher Burton.
People's Podcast, what's going on, y'all?
And guys, we are coming to you live, man. We are in the University Center, Greenville Tech, in Greenville, South Carolina. Hey, Chris and our old stomping grounds, man. We do a lot of podcasts.
A lot of shows over here.
We did a lot of shows right here in this University Center, man. It has Clemson University has a campus here. We have University of South Carolina has a campus here.
USC Upstate.
Yeah, USC
Furman,
Upstate, South Carolina State. Yeah,
Atlanta.
Spartanburg Methodist. So we have a Atlanta University. So a lot of universities here in the upstate of South Carolina or in the state of South Carolina has campuses right here in Greenville Tech. And Greenville Tech, I think, is like the second biggest. It's the second biggest university in South Carolina. Second biggest college in South Carolina. Or is it the third? Maybe behind Clemson. I think South Carolina, Clemson, and then Greenville Tech. But
yeah. Somewhere in there. It's either between them and USC Upstate.
Yeah. But
guys, hey, if you don't know what today is, in the words of Tony, it's an anniversary. 3 years, man. 3 years, the Straight Up Wrestling Show has been bringing you all kinds of information and wrestling news and everything else you can think of, man, for the past 3 years, guys. And, hey, so thanks to you guys for helping us do this, man. And we got some viewers already in the room, guys. First in the room, Robert Brown, Lafayette, Indiana, in the building. What's happening?
What's up, Robert? What's going on, man?
What's going on, Robert? Next, we got our man, JL. So what do we want to talk about?
What's up, JL? What's up, man?
We're going to talk about a lot, JL. We're going to talk
no
about
doubt
a lot,
about that.
We're going to talk about a lot, man.
Get this thing coming.
And let me see. Okay. Yeah, and second we got in the room, we got Super Weird and Wacky Vids. Yo,
what's up, Super Wacky and Weird Vids? What's up, man?
Second
time to see you.
Name.
Oh, yeah.
With a name change. Okay, name change. Okay. And Super Weird says, maybe it's Doctor Who. Super said, I don't know. And Jordan Payne's in the building.
What's up, Jordan?
Show. Thank you, Jordan. Thank you, man. Appreciate it. And JL says, the Eagles. Man, yes. You know, I'm always rocking my Eagles. Always, man.
You know how he is with those Eagles, JL.
Yeah, man.
No doubt.
Yeah. I mean, I ain't like the Minnesota Vikings, but, you know, that's a whole story. Robert Brown says, happy anniversary, y'all. Thank you, Robert. Thank you very much.
We appreciate it, Robert.
And Super Weird and Wacky says, hooray. Man, but yeah, guys, y'all saw what happened Saturday night. Clash of the Castle. Look, Harry, you want to talk about that, man?
Hey, we'll talk about the Clash of the Castle in just a little bit, guys. But basically what we're going to talk about, a lot of different things, man. We're going to talk about things that's happening today in wrestling. We're going to talk about things that's happened in the 3 years that Chris and I have been rocking the Straight Up Wrestling Show. And we'll talk about things that's happened that brought us to this point, man, is in wrestling. So we're going to talk about a lot of different things, man. We probably talk about some of the things that we like doing when we was growing up, man, movies and television shows, things that
ain't no telling what
we're going to talk about a lot of different things. So, hey, stay tuned. Rock this thing out with us, man. And we pretty much, like Chris said, we appreciate everybody, man. We appreciate everybody who's been rocking with us from day one and the people that have been rocking with us since the middle, probably been rocking with us for the last 2 years, 1.5 years, 1 day. It doesn't matter. Yep. We appreciate you coming in and rocking with the Straight Up Wrestling Show. And we're going to give you a lot of content today, man. We're just basically going to be rattling on about certain things. It's been a long journey. And, guys, we are going to do it. And, we will acknowledge certain people that helped us get here or people that was here at the beginning. We definitely won't forget them. And we will acknowledge our users, man, that we can come off the top of our heads. We will acknowledge them, too. But, man, we definitely appreciate you guys. And wow, man, I had a goal, and I didn't know if we was gonna reach it. But I see that we had, over 503,000 viewers, 503,667 views.
There's a lot of people.
There's a lot of people. On the product, over 500,000 views on YouTube alone, and that is a lot, man. We appreciate everybody on YouTube that's rocking with us. Yeah. I wish we had that many subscribers. We don't. We almost got. We had like 1.3, almost at 1.3. Hey, so, but we definitely appreciate that and you guys getting us to being monetized.
And speaking of subscribers, man. Y'all know what to do, man.
Exactly.
I've said it a million times before. Hey, no matter what platform you're on, hit that like, share, join if you're on Facebook. And if you're on YouTube, which a lot of you are, hit that like, share, join, hit that notification bell, man. Ding, ding, ding. Get that algorithm going so you'll know when we're on, like times like this. On our anniversary show, 3 years, man, y'all been rocking with your boys. And if you're on Twitch, just do the same thing you do on YouTube. And if you're on X, formerly known as Twitter, hit that like, share, tweet, and what else?
And retweet. Retweet, man. Join. Join over there on X, man. And I appreciate everybody who was on X yesterday when I was watching the stream yesterday, watching Clash at the Castle. Had over 100 people over on X watching. Wow. So definitely appreciate you guys over on X. You guys always show up, man. You guys show up on these random, pretty much random times, and we have random, have like a show on and having that random times. You guys show up and you show out, and I definitely appreciate that, man. All you guys that was over there, and appreciate over 2,000 people watched the Clash at the Castle on Facebook. Wow. Hey, so since we have been forced basically to take it from our group page because they will not. Speaking of our group page, we need to share it to our group page. They will not take the stream from StreamYard and put it on the group page. So now it's on my regular page, man. It used to be on, Chris have got it on his regular page too. But since it's been on our regular page, we have gotten way more viewership. But yeah, over 2,000 people watched that stream yesterday.
But we will
over
still
on
share
Facebook.
it.
We will be sharing it on our Facebook page, on our group page, Straight Up Wrestling show page. So we definitely be doing that. But there's more eyes on the product now that is on my regular page. Really, I didn't want to saturate that page with a whole bunch of wrestling stuff, but it is what it is for right now. But man, yeah, like I said, hey, over 500,000, 500,000 people have viewed on YouTube, and we definitely appreciate that. I think we've had more as far as probably around the same amount as far as on Facebook, but we definitely appreciate that. So we've had a lot of people.
Whatever platform you watch, we appreciate.
A lot of people watch our product, and we definitely appreciate it. But man, yeah. So Christopher Burton, let's go ahead and talk about it, man. 3 years ago when we started this thing, I actually started on June the 12th, 2021. And we had another guy with us. We had Michael King with us. I appreciate his contribution. It doesn't matter what I think about him now. I'm not going to talk bad about him or whatever.
But he did help. He
did. He was part of it. Hey, I appreciate everybody, man, that used to come in and rock with us. I appreciate Ron Emerson, another podcaster. Like I say, doesn't matter, man. If we, I'm not going to say we have any beef right now, whatever. We have any words or whatever, but hey, I appreciate him too. Ron Emerson, appreciate Scott Larson.
Scott Larson.
Definitely appreciate him. #Truth. Scott Larson. A lot of the things that you see as far as these graphics and things that we have.
Scott Larson, man.
Yeah, Scott Larson is the one put those together. Yeah. We definitely appreciate that 100%. He didn't have to do that, man. So
much love to you, Scott.
But no doubt about that. But yeah, he has came on, and you guys have seen him on podcasts with us. And hey, and I believe we helped build this channel, and he's helped build our channel as far as on YouTube. Now the man has a big platform, on Facebook or whatever. As far as here in the upstate, I'm not gonna sit here and try to take any credit for that. Hey, he built that thing on his own. But hey, a lot of our users have went over and subscribed to him, and we definitely appreciate it. But man, we appreciate the wrestlers. Appreciate APW, American Pro Wrestling. My man Jay Eagle. So a lot of those guys out there, a lot of the wrestlers who's involved, man, we showed a lot of, used a lot of their shorts to help build the channel, especially.
And speaking of wrestlers, man, we got Ryan Bullitt on Facebook, man. He's in the building, man.
Ryan Bullitt, appreciate Ryan Bullitt. Ryan Bullitt, man. Yeah, speaking of one of the wrestlers from American Pro Wrestling, he was part of it. Him, especially my man Dump Truck, man. We've gotten thousands of views from Dump Truck and a lot of his shorts and a lot of his matches. A lot of people like watching those things. Another guy, HWA. We appreciate HWA letting us come in. We did lives from those guys. Yes. Yeah. Heritage Wrestling Association out of Rutherford, North Carolina. Man, a big country. Big country. One of these guys who we've gotten thousands and thousands of views from his shorts. We definitely appreciate him too. But appreciate a lot of people, man. Our man Nick Fury. Definitely appreciate him. And like I say, Jay Eagle. Let's see who else, man. I mean,
there's a lot.
It's a lot of them from American Pro Wrestling that we can name. But right there, I'm just gonna roll with that. We found a jewel down in East Denali, Georgia, man. Jackie Owen.
SWA.
Yeah, SWA, Jackie Owen, Scott Green. Appreciate everything that you guys do over there, man. Ref Brandon and his wife, Grace, and Scott Green's wife, man, Stacy.
Yep.
So we definitely appreciate all of you who's been part of this thing, man, and helping us grow. All the people that's, as far as on the Straight Up Wrestling show, just like, hey, this man is already in here. JL, we appreciate his contribution to helping the thing grow. Even though when he first came on, he got on our nerve a little bit. He was a little annoying. Sometimes he was annoying, but we still love him. All right.
It's still about Brian Brecker.
Exactly. Jordan Payne, appreciate it. This new guy, super weird and wacky. Viz, is in the house. Grandma Daisy is in the house. We love you too, Grandma Daisy. Black Rain 7920, love my man Black Rain 7920, Robert Brown, all you guys, man. Christian, our girl Christian Adams definitely was part of this. Man Magnum been part of this. Man D Skill H Town been part of this. Z1 been part of this. A lot of you guys who helped build us up.
And Shah Van Dam,
definitely. Shah Van Dam, one of our moderators, administrators, man, or one of the guys, man, that's over there that's watching over, watching over things over there on our Facebook page, because we had a lot of problems there. Some people must thought we was a doggone porn site. Some, Chris, because they decided to continue to try to put porn on our site.
It ain't happening no more.
Exactly.
But let's get into it, man.
Hey, what you want to talk about first, man?
Man, I don't know, man. Let's get Cody to see what he want to talk about.
Hey, we can tell. Cody Rose.
Because he always want to know what we want to talk about. JL always want to know what we want to talk about.
Exactly.
But you know what? I want to talk about this Clash of the Castle. I didn't get to see it live. My man Harry, he broadcasted live.
Yes.
Guys, and y'all showed up and showed out with him, rocking it with him. But man, the aftermath, man.
The aftermath, man. Hey, go ahead and talk about the aftermath, Chris.
Man, look. 2 times, Drew McIntyre has been screwed out of a championship match. 2, not once.
Not
twice.
good, man. Not good.
And both times by one person. CM Punk. Now, Harry, we know, and I saw this video, and I'm sure some of y'all saw the video, what happened after the show. Drew McIntyre going crazy, jacking up referees, cussing folk out, folk face want to know what CM Punk is, losing his mind. I don't know if it was a work or a shoot for Harry. I'm starting to kind of lean that I don't think he really knew he was going to be there.
Maybe he didn't, man, but
Because the way it looked, man, I
do believe it was set up for the referee to get knocked out of the ring and all that stuff. Everything was set up there, but I don't know if they told Damian exactly what was going to happen, who's going to come in the ring, who's going to be making that count and doing that. I don't think. But you know what? With everything that's going on, Drew McIntyre should have had some kind of something in his conscience. He should have been thinking that, hey, man, they're going to screw around with me. CM Punk's going to get involved in some kind of way.
Man,
but
man, Harry, but it screwed over twice, man.
Yeah.
Harry, that would be like you, Harry. You going for a boxing title back in your prime, your heyday.
Yeah.
And for whatever reason, you get this referee like, I don't like them tables. I know your people. And if you even get close a quarter inch to somebody's belt, I'm calling a DQ.
Yeah.
And it happens every time you're going for a title, Harry.
Man.
I mean, wouldn't you be pissed?
Oh, heck yeah. No doubt about that.
I mean, so Drew, he's got a legit gripe. Yes,
he does.
But well. This time he's got a legit gripe. The first time at WrestleMania, that was his fault.
Yeah, it was his fault. He got up on he got up on the desk and everything.
That was his fault.
Pretty much that was some arrogant action by him. But yes, this time,
this time he's got a legit gripe.
Yeah, he was trying to handle business.
Yeah, but that first time was just
and the business went haywire on him. So definitely, man, he has a gripe about that. But wow, man, what a Clash of the Castle. Clash at the Castle. It was pretty good. It was a good show.
What'd you rank it overall? What you? I gave it 4.
I gave it 4 stars, man.
I gave it 4.5.
Okay, I gave it 4 stars. Now, because I haven't went back and watched the whole Cody match. I watched some of it. So
I kind of stepped out on
that. Now, if I go back and watch that whole thing, maybe 4.5. But it was really good. The atmosphere and everything that happened. And now that I see the aftermath, I can see 4.5. Definitely.
Yeah, because the aftermath definitely added to it. Because now you got Wade Barrett advocating for Drew. The CM Punk need to be fired.
Oh yeah.
And I'm like, man. And then you got Triple H up here talking about the CM Punk done flew all the way to Scotland, eating donuts, and the sugar levels done messed up his brain, and he done did stuff that he ain't supposed to be doing. And I was like, I don't know if sugar affects your brain like that, but
hey, maybe it does, man. Because that's one thing I know since we've been doing this. Maybe because of all the stress and everything. Because I'm telling you, it's been very toxic at times with this doing this. You know, not mainly not the podcast, but so many things outside of it. When it boils down to it, man, and I've eaten a lot of donuts, and you've known that. Man, I've put on a lot of weight since we've been doing this podcast.
Every day.
That right there has stopped. You better believe that. That has stopped.
Like, man,
I was eating, man. I was doing all kind of foolish things. And
donuts
man, I put on
crazy,
a lot of a good bit of weight. Can't stay in that. But I tell you what, though. But yeah, Clash at the Castle.
It was
pretty good.
It was
man,
good.
do you want to go over each match, man? We can go over each match and talk about it a little bit here. Definitely can do that before we get into some other things, man.
Yeah,
if you want to do that, we can do that.
Cody match, like I said, I stepped out on that Cody.
And that was the first match, so that shocked me.
Yeah, I was like, wow, that kind of shocked me.
Yeah,
but
that stunned me.
I would have never thought. But now that I see why they did it as a first match,
Right?
I can see that because of the aftermath of what happened with the Damien and Drew match. I can see how that could pan out. So that kind of threw me, man. But that match, from what I saw, was a very good match. But now it brings to the question, what are you going to do with AJ now he said he quit?
Man, yeah, that right. Wow, I just don't know what in the world to say on that right now. I don't know why in the world are they showing this Money in the Bank thing coming out after the Clash. I have no clue.
Well, because Money in the Bank's coming up next.
Yeah, it's coming up next, but why in the world? Wow, I just want the results from the Clash at the Castle, man. Bleacher Report. Okay, here we go. All right, so look. As far as AJ Styles, incredible athlete. We both know.
Oh, yeah. Hands down.
A guy, say if there was another organization, okay, we have WWE, AEW.
New Japan.
TNA, okay, in the United States. So let's say New Japan, too.
Oh, yeah.
He should be a world champion at one of these.
Of course.
He goes to TNA. He's definitely the favorite as soon as he hits the door.
Get that belt off Moose.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm definitely thinking he's one of the top contenders. You do have Dolph Ziggler over there, who's Nick Nemeth, who is great, who's in the same category.
That would be an awesome
as far as no doubt about it. As far as talent,
them two have never. Ooh,
yeah, that would be outstanding. So
wow,
I would love to see that. I would love to see that.
Yeah, wow.
And that, from what I'm hearing, that might be a place that he lands. Who knows? Who knows?
He might have some unfinished business over there because he was over there when he first started. TNA initially first started. He was over there, man.
Yeah, and as far as the way everything is looking, it looks like WWE is having something to do with TNA. So he definitely could end up in TNA. But no, we don't want Moose. We do not want Moose. Moose has been out here talking. We do have. I did put something on our Facebook page about that. Moose been out here talking a bunch of stuff.
He wanted WWE so bad.
Yes,
he can't stand it.
No doubt, man. But the dude is Looney Tunes, man. Straight up. I mean, the guy is Looney Tunes.
I've been telling y'all this. Nobody been wanting to believe me. Y'all like, oh, Moose is there. Moose is awesome. Look, I'm like, man,
yeah, he's tripping, man. No doubt about that.
Look, I've been trying to tell y'all, every last one of y'all, Moose is a fool. Y'all don't want to listen to me, but now you see it. And don't be like, oh, Chris, now we want to listen. No. I tried to let you know ahead of time. He was Ahmed Johnson 2.0, but nobody wanted. You didn't even want to believe me.
Hey, look. I'm not saying he's Ahmed Johnson 2.0. This is what I will say about it. Well, the things that he's talking about, the things that he's saying is foolish. Okay, it's just flat out foolish. He's acting like everybody's checking for him, just like Christian Adams said. She said in the comments, she had nobody's checking for him. Just like she said, nobody is checking for him. But he's acting like that. He is pretty much, he think he's all that, man. And I'm gonna go ahead and read what he had to say. What he had to say. Moose discusses possibly appearing in WWE. He said, I think NXT. I don't know if there's anybody in NXT that is capable of beating me. So for them to make it worth their while, they might want to bring me into SmackDown or Raw. He said, I beat McIntyre. I beat Bobby Lashley. And I'm going to wrestle in NXT. Wesley, come on. There's great wrestlers in NXT, don't get me wrong. But I've already beaten the guys there on the main roster. They're superstars. He said, I don't think they would want me to damage their careers or their young puppies. So I think for me is bring me in, let me play with the top dogs. That's what my mindset is. So that's what he said, man. So yeah, this guy is flat out tripping.
He building himself, man.
Yes, he is.
See, that's the Ahmed Johnson stuff. That's the Ahmed Johnson talk. Because Ahmed thought he was gonna be the next big thing. He thought he was gonna be the one to carry the torch into the next generation or whatever and all this and all that. He thought all that. Yeah. And then you ran into a roadblock because you messed up, Ahmed. You messed up and you put out a dude that you don't mess with. You put out Ron Simmons.
Yeah.
And then when Ron came back like almost 6 months to a year later, he put you out. And guess what? You stayed out. So Moose, don't do it. Don't do it to yourself, Moose.
Yeah, man. Look, I just don't know about this.
You gonna be back there. You gonna be back there eating catering, man. What they talking about? What they talking about on YouTube, man? Because we get comments in.
Hey, I don't have anything on YouTube right now. I was over on Facebook just now. I'm making sure I shared it.
Man, I got it.
Did you share it?
Yeah, I did.
I shared it again, man. Let me go ahead and take that out. I didn't mean to do it. Yeah. If you did it, because I did tell you to do it.
Yeah, but guys, man, yeah, Gladys Kessel was amazing, man. Piper Niven, man, she put up a good showing for herself, man. Even though we knew that she was not going to beat Bailey, but she put up a good showing for herself. And I mean, she did a good job. I can't not lie and say she did not do a good job. She did a very good job and a good showing of herself. Now, one thing that tripped me up by Clash that I was surprised that Alba Fire and Isla Dawn got them belts.
Okay, that was the second match. Okay, let me go over here and.
That's one thing that shocked the mess out of me. I wasn't ready for that, Harry. I wasn't.
Oh no, a lot of people wasn't ready for it. You know, definitely wasn't ready for it. Even though our girl Christian Adams, she likes him a lot.
Yeah.
But she thought it was wrong. I thought it was wrong. But I knew, which I already had explained, already had said it, and Black Rain 7920 at the end, he said, you was right. He said they was going to get the titles. They definitely was going to put the titles on the females, like you said, if Drew wouldn't get the title. Now, if Drew was going to win, they wouldn't have did that.
Yeah.
So they sacrificed, and we knew Bailey wasn't going to lose Piper Niven. That just wasn't going to happen. They're not going to put a title on Piper Niven, at least not now. If they do, they'll take her back to NXT, and maybe she'll win North American, that new North American Heavyweight Championship, female championship, or something like that. But she's not going to win something on, NXT, with on the main roster. She's just not, unless it's the tag team championship. Maybe a part of that. But
she did put a, like I said, good showing.
That was good showing with her and Becky. But man, let me go ahead and go over the results from Bleacher Report. Okay, the Rhodes versus Styles, AJ Styles and Cody Rhodes, man, they gave it an A-. And so that'll be 5 stars within our book, 4.5 to 5 stars. But, neither Chris nor I, pretty much watched the whole thing. I'm going back, I'm going to watch it today, and I will let you guys know. All right, man, then we had, I watched everything from then on out. Okay, Bianca Belair and Jade Cargill versus Alba Fire and Isla Dawn.
And this was a triple threat match, but it wasn't a traditional triple threat match.
Yeah, versus Baszler and Stars.
3 women in the ring at
the same time.
So this was a little bit different.
Yes, it was.
How they had this thing set up. Now, a lot of people are saying Jade is still green. She's still got a lot to learn. Yes.
Of course she does.
She does. Okay, we get that. We understand that. That's understood. But makes me think now, did they have those women all in the same time to possibly cover her defects?
That could have been it.
Of her being wrestling one-on-one.
I have no clue.
Could it possibly been a cover?
Yeah, it could have been, but to tell you the truth, maybe not. I think Jade is better one-on-one. And this could set up Jade to end up going into singles competition. Now, I hope Triple H does not have in his mind. I hope his mindset, or anybody, man, that's in the know, anybody that's in charge, an executive that's setting up matches, him, Michael Hayes, P.S. Hayes, or whoever that's setting up things, is trying to set her up for a singles run, because when it boils down to it, she's still not ready. She's not in the class other top tier women over in WWE. And another thing that I like to point out, which I saw in that match, and I've been looking at it too. I always wonder who was stronger between her and Bianca Belair. It's Bianca Belair, man, straight up. Jay has a little bit harder time pressing these women over her head than Bianca. Bianca just, boom, easily does that. Now, Jay, in my opinion, Jay, she's all that stuff is genetics. All her brothers was built like that. Her whole body, all of them were built like that. It's just she's genetically like that. Have she worked out since then? Yes, she has, and worked out hard. But Bianca been working out a long time, and that girl, she's a little bit stronger. I think she's a little bit stronger than Jay. But man, they make a great tag team, and to me, it really didn't hurt them that bad. But
I don't know why why though? I just
In all actuality, they didn't even have to have that match or have Jade and Bianca in that match.
No,
it could have been Alba Fire and Isa Dawn versus Zoe Starks and Shayna Baszler. Would have been just good of a match. I don't know what in the world they would have had to do as far as putting titles around those females' waists, but this is something that they shouldn't have done straight up. But hey, it is what it is, man. You can't get everything 100% all the time. All right, next we had Sami Zayn versus Chad Gable, man. I really enjoyed this one, Chris. I really did, man. And I'm gonna tell you now.
Now think about it.
I only gave it 3 stars. What'd you give it?
I gave it 2.
Nah, I gotta give it 3 stars.
Because you know what? I'm getting tired of it, man. I'm like, look,
I am too.
I'm like, look, let's break up the Alpha Academy. Y'all just turn on turn on Chad, get it done with, get it over with, and then just that be in the
when it boils down to it, Chris, and this is the truth of the matter. It just started, really. It just started, man. This thing started about 4 or 5 weeks ago, if that. I think maybe 3 to 4. The thing of it is this: they took the title off Gunther. Remember how much he elevated that title?
Yeah.
That thing went back to like when Randy Savage, Honky Tonk Man had it, Ricky Steamboat, Pedro Morales. It was a major title.
Yeah.
Major title. It was right there on the level of those not the World Tag Team belts, of those world belts. It was. Sami Zayn got the belt.
Because it was a popular thing to do, and he deserved it.
Yeah, they gave it to Sami Zayn. What they do with Sami Zayn? They put him in a comedy. They made it a comedy act. I'm sorry, they made it a comedy act.
That's what Sami is, man.
That's what he is, and I hate to say it. They made it a comedy act.
He's a good athlete.
He is a good athlete. He's a good athlete. He's a good wrestler. But they can't make him serious. Chad is a serious guy when it boils down to it. Funny guy, because he done a lot of funny things.
Oh yeah.
In 2021, 2022. Yeah, very funny guy. But
I still gotta get you that shirt too.
Yeah, I hear you, man. But Chad, when it boils down to it, he was serious about it. He wanted to beat Gunther for the title.
Chad's never had a singles title.
Yeah, and Chad was serious about that. And he looked at Sami like, you can't beat him. Sami ended up beating him. Chad didn't like it, so they decided to put something together there. But what they put together is something that they don't know how to, they don't know how to further the action on it. They don't know how to assimilate that, that little feud that they have.
They don't know how to elongate the story.
Yeah, exactly.
How to elongate it, make it longer, add more to it, give it more substance. Because they basically said after Clash of Nations, that was it. Chad done.
Yeah, they don't know.
So now what you gonna do? What you gonna do now?
Yeah, Chad was thinking about leaving. So they don't really know they don't know what route to take to, as far as that, that little thing that they have, that little storyline that they have. And the storyline is not that bad, but when it boiled down to it, after probably about the 3rd week when that happened, then Chad should have been jumped. That's all it is to it. He should have been jumped. And what would have been good if you go ahead and jump him out of the Alpha Academy. They can go on as the Alpha Academy, or they can go on as their own little faction, friends, or whatever. Yeah. This is true, call themselves true friends or whatever. And Chad Gable can be serious and still after Sami Zayn and be that serious guy and take that title from Sami Zayn, on the next pay-per-view or whatever, 4 to 6 weeks down the road, he takes that title and say, this is something I seriously want, becomes a heel, a great heel, and defends that title in the same, in the same vibe that we had from Gunther. Just go down the line and just beat people until he loses the title, but hold that title for anywhere from 10 months to a year, and I think it would have been great. But hey, that's all we're thinking, man. That's the way me and Chris is thinking about it. But yeah, it's something that should end. And I'm with you too, Chris. I had that same sentiment. Really tired of it.
Now that I think about it, it's
really tired of it, and wanted to downplay it a little bit. And I was doing it the whole time, especially during the show. I mean, probably about 7 minutes within the match, I was like, but I had to get my senses back and watch it for what it was. That's all it is.
I couldn't.
All right, man. So next we had Bayley versus Piper Niven. And, man, Piper Niven, she was putting a beating on Bayley, man.
She was, man.
She dominated the match. She dominated the match.
She did dominate, man. And Bayley squeaked out with the win. And
yes, she did.
Still kept the title, man.
Yeah.
Barely, but she did it.
I had that one at 3 stars, too. I almost had it at 3.5, but I had that at 3 stars, too. What about you?
I had it at 3.
Yeah.
Just because Piper Niven was in here, it was almost a 5-star match.
Yeah. Just like JL with the doggone breaker.
Yeah, just her walking down to the ring, boy, it was 5 stars.
Yeah, but that was a very good match, man. And, hey, other people came into play, but you know what? When it boils down to it, Bayley won, but Piper Niven, she put on a good show. They gave it a B, which is a 4 stars in our book. They gave it a B over here on Bleacher Report, but we know how Bleacher does their little, their grades and everything. It's a little skewed a little bit. All right, man. But yeah, that was a good match. Damian Priest versus Drew McIntyre, man, for the World Championship. Very good match, which we already talked about.
And Drew, man, and Damian almost broke his ankle, man.
Yeah, he did. Yes, he did.
Tried to jump off that rope, man, and got his foot caught, man.
Yeah, that was pretty messed up. And you talk about people. There was a lot of people on the internet pretty much jumped all over him, talking, calling it a botch or whatever. Things like that happen.
Accidents happen.
It happened.
I mean, come on.
And I know it was a lot of AEW people that's very loyal. We're not calling out anybody. I'm not gonna call anybody an AEW mark or anything like that. But when it boils down to it, a lot of people, I'm pretty sure that loves AEW and they want to say something bad about Clash at the Castle and things. Yeah. But it is what it is.
Good show, man.
But it was good. I had it 4.5 until Chris showed me the aftermath, so I got to go ahead and go 5 stars. I had 4.5 as far as that last match. No, I went ahead 5 stars with the last match. I had 4.5 for the show. No, I had 4 stars, and then I went 4.5 stars for the show when Chris showed me the aftermath of the show. But it was a very good show, guys. Very good show.
But man, guys, these 3 years, man, we have done a lot, seen a lot, met a lot of people.
No doubt.
And there's more to come, man. I mean, there's a lot more to come, man. Anybody else on Facebook, man?
Let me check over here, yeah, because I've been just basically rambling off. But let's see what we got over here. If we got anybody on Facebook. And hey, we understand, man, a lot of people are going to see this a little bit later because a lot of people are out right now, man. They might not be.
Yeah, Father's Day to all the papas and the pappies and everybody and all the fathers out there, man. Happy Father's Day to you guys, man.
No ends, ands, or buts about it. Happy Father's Day. But yeah, Neil Koloff is over there, man. We appreciate that. 40 people been watching over on Facebook. Nobody really been speaking, but yeah, we over 40 people is over on Facebook. But we definitely appreciate each and every one of you guys coming on Facebook, man, checking us out. Scott Pierce is in the house. Speaking of that, man, I got the shirt on, CMW Evolution. Chris and I will be running this thing, man. Chris and I and Scott Pierce. We are the new leaders of CMW Pro Wrestling right now. We
are the EVPs.
Yeah, we're the EVPs, man. So hey, and we will be running some great shows. We will be running some straight up wrestling shows too, coming up here. And hey, CMW will be involved with that too. But guys, look out for those. Hey, if you're in upstate,
speaking of, man, yes. I know where you're about to go. But if you're in upstate this Saturday, man, June 22nd. Come out to Lawrence County Fairgrounds, Lawrence County City Park.
Yes.
Lawrence County City Park. We will be out there doing a show, CMW Evolution, man.
Yeah,
we'll be out there this Saturday.
Yeah, it's a 409 Recreational Drive or something like that, but State Park Road or something. It says State Park Road on our poster, but from what I'm looking at, it says 409 Recreational Drive or something like that. But I'm pretty sure that's the same thing. It should take you there, but just look at Lawrence County Park. That's where we will be, June the 22nd. And man, I promise you, we're gonna have a great show. The product in the ring, you're not gonna be able to beat. Believe me, 100%. We're gonna have a great show. So come on out and check it out. Definitely come on out and check it out, man. Yes. But Chris, man, yeah, we got a lot more things we're gonna talk about. But I'm gonna run out to the car, man. Continue to talk to the people.
Okay.
And like I said, I'm gonna get something so you can get.
I get some of these comments, man. Cause we've been neglecting these comments on Facebook, man, on YouTube and stuff, man. Get over.
Let me get that with you. All right, let me look at that with you.
Man, go ahead, go to the car. I got it. Man.
All right, man.
Go.
Okay.
All right, man. So where we at?
Be good if I get the keys, man.
Yeah, you might need that, man. Cause I ain't got no Slim Jim on me, so I can't get you a car. All right, man. So JL said, last comment said, JL, if we're being objective, that was rubbish. The tag match was sloppy, and a botch after botch. Cody and AJ, the main event, saved the show. Wow, JL, really? Wow, that's how you feel about Clash of Castle. Okay. All right, Super Weird says the 10th Doctor once said words of wisdom. Bingo, bango, dingle, dangle. Okay, yeah, all right. JL, a retrospective of this past year. Damn, it should be interesting. Man, dude. You have no idea, JL. It's been a hell of a ride, man. Hell of a ride. Super Weird says, hopefully, Jordan Payne said the three-way tag match was like me watching the Cowboys. Wow. That bad, man? Was it that bad? Wow, that's ooh, wow. Okay. Yeah. Woo. JL said Sammy is a tri champion. I agree with that on that, JL. Super Weird said, I know they're gonna hit a home run soon. Sure did with that one, kinda. Super Weird said it takes time and effort. Jordan Payne said, y'all deserve it. The best podcast in the world. Thank you, man. Thank you, Jordan. Appreciate that, brother. All right, JL, you had Piper get a title shot. Yeah, Piper get a title shot. Why? Kaylee Ray and Isla Dawn World Tag Straps when neither of them have been on television in months. And Drew gets screwed in the UK again. Hey, they building up that thing with him and CM Punk, man. They're building up that thing with him and CM Punk. So I don't know how they're gonna do it, but like I said, JL, the way Drew was acting, it makes me think that he really did not know that was gonna happen. So, it's gonna be interesting how that thing plays out, man. Good Lord, it's gonna be interesting. Let me get back here. Okay. JL said Breaker was the best on the wasn't on the show, but we got rubbish. He could have been a better champion, obviously, than Damien. He's booked in groupie in a stable, not that well. Okay. Super Weird says sacrificing my sleep schedule to watch. Hey man, we thank you, we appreciate you. Thank you for doing that, man. We appreciate that. Toast to worth it. Okay. Grandma Daisy says, love you guys. Thank you, Grandma Daisy. We love you too. Much love and respect you too, Grandma Daisy. All right, JL said my contributions were ridiculous. They were not Boy Scout era. JL, man, yeah, your contributions were still needed, man, to help make the show what it is. 20th Charity came as the CSX says, hi, what's happening? Glad you made it in. Super Weird said, love y'all. Hope y'all make it big. Hopefully you can hit a home run. We hope so too, man. We hope so too. Super Weird says, like a giant hit. Yeah, definitely. Super Weird said, hopefully it will be out the park. Hopefully. Oh, man, Super Weird, you getting a lot of baseball references. What's going on here? Okay. JL, Jay tapped out in front of the ref, and that was a bot. Jay looks green in the ring. They kept on recycling Alpha Academy, same storyline, and the same thing. JL, funny thing about that, brother. So, they said that Jay kicked Shayna fairly hard in the face on one of them super kicks. So, they figured Shayna put her in that choke to get a receipt. She choked her. And she choked her. and Jay tapped to basically say, okay, I get it. I'm sorry. You got your receipt. Please let me go. So that's what I think that was all about, man. That's what I think that was about. All right, JL said Brooks is a heel. Thank you, man. Mm-hmm. Jordan Payne says now not to overshadow y'all by any means, October 18th would have been 5 years of the No Pain, No Gain podcast about it. Kept doing it, man.
Oh, wow. That would have been great.
Man. Hey, you need to go back and do that, Jordan, man.
No doubt, man.
Get back into it, man.
We definitely be happy to get on with you, man, on some of those podcasts.
Man. Hey, and we love competition, so let's see if you can get more viewers than us.
Yeah, Chris messing with you, man. Yeah, we do love competition.
No, I'm not. Are you going to accept the challenge? Okay. Grandma Daisy's gives us a fist up.
All right.
Jordan Payne says, I miss it. I know you do, Jordan. JL said, okay, Drew lost twice. Now let's move on. Didn't you see the champion get multiple opportunities? Wow. 20th Charity came as a Hey Grandma Daisy. Jordan Payne says, it's Cody match. Wow. Jordan Payne says, no words. JL, Money in the Bank is in Canada. Yes, it's Rubbish City, but the Money in the Bank will be a classic. So JL, if it ain't in your city, it's just rubbish.
But JL be dogging things.
Well, he just said if it ain't in his city, if it ain't in Canada, it just ain't. Man, he probably think our podcast was because we ain't in Canada.
Man, if that joker moved to Greenville, he wouldn't want to leave, just like everybody else in the world who moves to Greenville, South Carolina, don't want to leave. But yeah, he wouldn't want to leave. All right, but yeah, JL says Matt Hardy and Jeff won the tag belts in NXT.
Man, they better stay out of WWE, man. See, but
look, I hope they look.
They
man,
better not. They better not.
They will not be a shiny new toy if they come back. They will not. It'll be something old, raggedy, rusty that's coming in.
Man,
so we don't want to.
You talking about rubbish?
That would be rubbish. We do not want to see that in NXT, man. I hope it doesn't happen. All right, Super Weird and Wacky Viz. Yo, I'm just gonna Mary Poppins out of here now. See ya, Super Weird and Wacky Viz. Yo, bye, man. Glad that you came in and rock with us. Jordan Payne says they need to make a match. Sammy versus AJ last man standing for an IC title. Okay. Man, look, I will roll with AJ on that. All right, JL, they are on different shows. All right, Jordan Payne says Moose is a goose. I'm serious.
Yeah, he really is.
Yeah, Jordan Payne says loose up as a goose. I mean, Jordan Payne says can't wrestle. Nope. I hear you. JL, he's playing a character. Jordan Payne, all he has got is his entrance.
Yeah, see, I told you he's a flash in the pan. Don't nobody want to believe me.
JL Bailey is the most boring champ since WrestleMania. Who else is there?
Wow, man.
You know, JL, look.
Well, Charlotte ain't came back yet. And y'all know as soon as she come back, she going to be in top picture automatically.
Yeah. Well, you know, my thing about it is this. Bailey, and just like I was talking to some guy on another, not podcast, but on another show, you know, they have a message board. And he's talking about, you know, me and him going back and forth. And, you know, he was saying it's not up to promoters. He was basically saying, you know, talking about stunning Steve Austin and that he was a boring guy over in WCW, boring champ and everything. But, you know, I agree with him. He was. He had a boring character until they set him up with that Hollywood Blondes thing with Brian Pillman. That was the best character that he had in WCW. But I said, I said, you know, the promoter, and there was Eric Bischoff at the time, promoter, and the booker should have got together and they should have came up with something for him. But he, you know, made a statement that it's not up to, you know, back then it wasn't up to the wrestler. It was, you know, wasn't up to the promoter. It was up to the wrestler, you know, to make his own promos, up to the wrestler to, you know, his own gimmick and everything. And I told him, you know, okay, all right, man. But basically, you know, I went ahead and said, no, I said, definitely knowing wrestling, that it was promoters that got involved. There were bookers that got involved when they saw somebody who pretty much was faltering, you know, in their character when they could have been something. They definitely did things to pretty much help put them over, help get them guys over. And that's one thing Bischoff could have done. Stunning Steve Austin, man, had all his talent over in WCW, and anybody could see that. Ric Flair saw that, man. Saw world title potential in this guy. But you know, then he came back and he said, you know, I can see what you're saying and everything like that. But yeah, it's up to the promoter. And what I'm trying to say is, you know, to make a long story short, JL, you know, I was kind of getting off there. But you know, you're talking about Bayley being born and everything. Man, hey, Triple H needs to do something. He needs to do something. He needs to get with Michael P.S. Hayes or whoever else is writing over there, and they need to come up with something to make Bayley a little more exciting. They definitely can do it. It's up to the promoter a lot. You know, the promoters, bookers, everybody has, you know, those guys have a lot to do with that character, man. So, wow. I mean, I do not think they put her in a good light when she became the champion. I don't think they had a nice path for her as far as putting her in the storyline. The storyline should have been with Io. It should have been with, you know, maybe Kairi Sane or somebody. You know, one of those girls, one of the females in that group. It should have been with Asuka or somebody. They should have put her in an immediate feud with one of those females, but they did not do that. It was like one match, and it was off, and then they were off to something else. So that's the reason why we have the Bayley situation, man, because they did not give her anything after the initial when she took the title and then maybe one defense. All right, AJ Skill says, hey, Harry and Chris, Damian Priest retained his WWE Heavyweight Championship last night, plus WWE SmackDown Women's Champion. Bayley retained it, and Cody Rhodes retained his WWE Championship. Yes, sir, AJ Skills. AJ says, Harry and Chris, Drew McIntyre may win the Money in the Bank briefcase at WWE pay-per-view Money in the Bank. JL says, yeah, the constant teasing is annoying. Why are they already trying to break them up? It's not entertaining, and why do people think Otis will be some threat? He was holding a lunchbox. And like I say, man, that's a character thing that they're doing too, man. You know, silly. It's silly what they're doing, but that's what they're doing. All right, Chris LeClaire says, congratulations to Bayley. #1 fan, Izzy Monero becoming the youngest Mission Pro Wrestling champion in history. Okay, congratulations, Izzy. Straight up. Jordan Payne, I'm glad Y6 is finally heading tomorrow. Oh, okay. Very interesting, man. We definitely going to have to be in tune with that. If it's another barcode, no debut, that would be a swerve, and I'd be mad. I don't blame you, Jordan. All right, JL, imagine calling for an assault for Chad. Harrington is ruthless. JL, wasn't Eric Rowan holding a big bird as a previous character? Strowman was a rosebud with Adam Rose. Dexter is a jobber. Who else? Bo Dallas, Bo Levy himself. JL, PFF. Please, I hear you, man. All right, Chris LeClaire, Bayley found a way to win. All right, James L says, hey, Harry and Chris, see you tomorrow, working right now. It's okay, James L. Glad that you came in and seen that we was on, James L. All right, James L says, congrats also. Appreciate you, my man. JL says, tap to the legal opponent. Isn't that a loss? Yeah, that would have been a loss, man, straight up. R709, what's up, man? R709 says, big up, straight up wrestling show. Yeah, man, congrats on the 3-year run. Keep it going. Yeah, appreciate the crown, man, and the doggone gold cup. We definitely appreciate that. All right, Jordan Payne says, Y6 kind of stuff coming to you in a little. Jordan Payne says, MPNG, Jordan Payne 22-5. Bayley is not a born champion. NEWA. JL says, does Boy Scout win the briefcase? Jordan Payne, NDIMPROVED. What the heck? I think I know what you writing out here, Jordan, but I'm not exactly sure. Okay, man. Why does everyone seem to explode when they see a QR code on WWE television? I don't know, JL. I don't know. To me, it's a game that I just, man, just bring on Bo Dallas. If that's what you're gonna do, bring on and start the crew. Stop giving us all these teasers, everything that you're doing, man, all the QR codes and all that, man. I'm just like, oh, did you see that? Something we really don't need. I mean, straight up. But hey, it is what it is, and we'll see tomorrow what's gonna happen, man. But hey, with Chris out right now, I'm gonna go ahead and let everybody, man, go ahead and let everybody hit that like, share, subscribe. If you here on YouTube, man. If you over on Facebook, hit that like, share, join. If you on Twitch, you do the same thing that you do on YouTube. And if you on X, man, hit that like, share, tweet, and retweet, and follow the Straight Up Wrestling Show over on X, man, formerly known as Twitter. But guys, yeah, we are enjoying this, man. Yeah, this is our 3-year anniversary. And like I said, man, we appreciate it. Over 500,000 views of our content, Straight Up Wrestling content. And yeah, we've done a lot of videos, and that's, videos of, live wrestling. We've done that in the past. I haven't done that in a while, but we've done mostly videos that we come up live doing the live shows, and we've done a lot of pretty much video content, but mostly it's live streams that we have done. And man, we appreciate everybody coming in, and we appreciate all our friends, man, of the Straight Up Wrestling Show. We have a lot over here on YouTube, and we definitely appreciate it. We have people over on Facebook too, but our biggest platform have been YouTube, and we definitely appreciate it. This is a hard platform to build on, man, but we've been able to do it. We've been able to do it, and it's because of people like you. And man, we definitely appreciate it. Straight up. Let's see what else we got here. All right. I think we got a couple comments over here on Facebook. Let me acknowledge that. All right, Brian Gonal says, "Sup, bro? The real deal in the house." Yes, sir. Yes, you are. I think Chris already got that. But hey, I'm on, man. Definitely. All right. Definitely on. But yeah, once again, June 22nd, down in Lawrence County Park. Man, we will have a great show come that show. And a little bit later on, man, I will run down that card. For anybody who's not in the know, anybody in the upstate of South Carolina that's watching the Straight Up Wrestling Show. And man, like I say, I'm going to go back to the beginning, man. 3 years ago when Chris and I started this thing, like I said, man, we had another partner when we started it. His name is Michael King. He got into pretty much managing some guys in the upstate, they became King Enterprises. We had some other people, man. We had other podcasters who came on and, pretty much will talk and pretty much go back and forth with us. We definitely appreciate those guys too, man. Ron Emerson, Scott Larson, or whoever else that was involved. Hey, and like I said at the beginning, don't matter what I think about you today. And I know Chris might have a different opinion of you guys than I do. Hey, Chris, he tries to get along with everybody. I try to do that too. But hey, once you disrespect me, I'm gonna come back and disrespect you. That's just how I am. That's one thing about this business, and I'm talking about the people here in the upstate. I'm talking about the people in the wrestling community. Haven't really been the wrestlers, love the wrestlers and things like that. But these guys out here who are promoters, guys that's in the business that might be podcasters and things like that. A lot of these guys have tried to test me, man. And I tell you what, it has changed me back to the person that I used to be, a person that I did not want to be. And that's a mindset that I got to get out, that I have to walk away from. But it has, man. And that's just the way I am right now. And that's something that I got to get rid of. And, that's something I'm working on straight up. But, hey, it goes to show that we're all human, and you only can take so much. But, yeah, but besides all that, man, everything's been great. And as far as the wrestlers that we have met, the wrestlers that we have met, a lot of wrestlers we have met, man, out of like 15 different promotions, met a lot of different wrestlers. Man, hey, big ups to all of them. Some of the greatest people, man. I've met some of the greatest people here in the wrestling business. Hey, not all of them got their stuff together, but when it boils down to it, all of them have great hearts. So I will give them that much, man. I will definitely give them that much. But hey, we all go through a lot of troubles, man, a lot of trials and tribulations. But let me go back, man. When we first started this thing back in 2021, I talked to Christopher Burton and Michael King, met Michael King up at, always been hanging out with Christopher Burton. But Christopher Burton, who used to wrestle a little bit, got back into the business, went down, found out about APW, American Pro Wrestling, down in Boiling Springs. So a guy named Rocky Saki, I don't know if he was going by Rocky Saki at the time. I think he was. Rocky Saki, a local wrestler, pretty much, was helping out with Chris's mom. And, he came and he was telling Chris what he did on the, he was working there and he wrestled. I think he was talking to Chris's mom. He said he was a wrestler and and she told him about Chris. And then Chris was in the other room. Chris came in there and Chris started talking. He had a conversation with Rocky Saki, and Rocky Saki told him about Jay Eagle down there in Spartanburg, Boiling Springs, in Spartanburg County. So he talked to him and said, come down there and talk to Jay Eagle. Chris ended up doing that, going down and talk to Jay Eagle, ended up hooking up with Danny Paris. Danny Paris, rest in peace, may you rest in peace, man, our old commentary partner, who's put us up on a lot of things, introduced me and Chris to a lot of different people in this business. Danny Paris introduced Chris to Danny Paris, and Danny Paris brought him in for commentary. So, you know, I started coming up. Danny Paris saw me, and Danny Paris started talking to me. He was amazed at my my knowledge, the history, the knowledge, the history of this business, how much I knew. Danny, he was shocked at that because he's a historian. And Danny, he was shocked that I knew so much about the business. And so me and him became very good friends, man. Very good friends, very close. Traveled up and down the road together. Even when Chris wasn't with us, we went everywhere together, man. So we did a lot of different things with my man, Danny Paris. So rest in peace, Danny Paris. And I have a big collection of his, along with my man, Nick Fury, who has the rest of the collection. Nick Fury, one of the local wrestlers here in South Carolina. He has the rest of his collection, but I have a lot more stuff, and I will be putting that up as soon as I can. It's kind of hard to do this stuff. It really is, man. It really is. There's just so much involved in everything that we're doing now. Chris and I will be booking and doing, storylines and everything for promotion. So we will be doing that. But man, yeah, once again, when we started this thing, man, hey, APW was on fire, and that was in 2021. APW was on fire.
What are you talking about, man? What are you talking about, man?
WWE was kind of faltering there a little bit. It was faltering there a little bit, man, when it boils down to it. Chris, at that time, Chris didn't care too much about WWE. SmackDown, he was on a little bit. He hated Raw. NXT, he was like, he hated that because they went from the black and gold. They was kind of colorful at that time. They kept switching. But Chris was huge with AEW. Him and Michael King loved AEW. Look, man.
It was new, man.
It was new. But one thing I will say, this one thing, and look, I almost stopped. Straight Up Wrestling Show wouldn't have been anything. Look, I was about to stop this thing. Because
Harry just couldn't stand
it was getting a little toxic for a minute there. And, even Chris was getting so mad at me at one time, man. He was just fussing about this thing because I was giving good grace to some of the matches on Raw. I was. And Chris would get so mad. He would just get fired up. But he hated Raw at that time. He couldn't stand it. And, I think it blinded him to the fact, that, hey, they was putting on some pretty decent matches, man. But it just wasn't him. It was so many people out here. So many people. They were so caught up into what AEW was doing. And I tell you what, in 2021, and everybody know it, they was putting together some fantastic cards. The pay-per-views, man, was just off the chain. Then they brought in CMW. I mean, not CMW, they brought in CM Punk.
Yeah.
They brought in CM Punk right at the beginning of 2022. And, man, they just exploded. They exploded. But, I just kept seeing the small gains that WWE was making towards, coming back at AEW. A lot of people, dismissed it. But, I'm looking at the talent. One thing that I do, I got to look at everything. And like Chris said, man, why you got to evaluate everything? I evaluate everything. I evaluated the talent.
Man, this joke evaluate how they drive the trucks to the building.
I'm sorry. You're doing right. I evaluated the talent, man. And I'm like, and because Chris, back then, because remember they released all them people. WWE, they was releasing a lot of wrestlers. Man, they ain't got nobody. How in the world? I just started looking at the talent. I said, are they really releasing people? Did they really release the talented people, the people that really matter? Did they release Roman Reigns? No. Did they release Seth freaking Rollins? No. Drew McIntyre? No. Sheamus? No. All the people that matter, the people that really had the talent, Chad Gable, Charlotte Flair, Becky Lynch, all the people that was really talented was still in WWE.
Yeah.
So anytime you have that card,
anybody still thinking that Becky gonna go to 10?
Oh gosh! But anytime you got that card, man,
that's not about to happen.
You got the big hand. You got that card, and you have a name. You're Alpha, and they some startup.
Yeah, it's true.
Straight up.
Yeah, you're right.
You're Apple, and they're U.S. cellular. And so I don't care how many gains you're making. And I saw that. I'm like, you're making gains. Remember, WCW was making gains, and they overtook them.
Mm-hmm. 82 weeks, man.
Yeah. But the bottom line is, when you have that media market that they have,
they're gonna come back, man.
Yeah. You're not gonna outpace that. You're just not gonna do it. You're not gonna do it. And I'm just like, okay, AEW. And then I was looking at the talent that they did have, and they was putting on, like I say, amazing matches. But I'm looking at guys like the Young Bucks. I'm looking at the matches, very choreographed. And who do they keep putting them in with? Same match over and over and over. This went on for months and months, man. Same people. Pop, Penta,
Lucha Bros.
exactly. Match after match after match after match. You hardly ever saw them in another match. The person that was carrying that thing was Kenny Omega. Once he got hurt, man, boom. And Cody Rhodes left.
And doubt he ever gonna come back.
Yeah, exactly. And Cody Rhodes left. And then they even used him, man. They hurt him again. They used him on the show. Mm-hmm. That's crazy, man. Goes to show what Tony Khan would do to try to get some ratings, man. It just flat out silly, but
and it's bad because he could actually hurt that man and put him out for good.
Yeah. But I'm just gonna go ahead and say what I gotta say. As far as the way I saw it, I was very skeptical of AEW at that time. And I told Chris and Michael, we was all talking about it. Oh man, it's great. I said, look, they're doing good right now, but I see problems. And if they don't get it fixed, they're going to have big problems down the road. They need to get it fixed right now. And what I was talking about, I didn't say it to Chris and Mike at that time. I didn't say it. But what I saw was no story development. There were small storylines. The Chris Jericho the Chris Jericho MJF little goofy storyline. There were small storylines there, but nothing that could be developed into something long term. And I'm like, this is not going to play out.
Well, think about it, man. I mean, number one, now think about it. You don't have long-term talent.
That's true.
So how you gonna make something out of long-term? You got short-term talent.
That's true.
Because you got to think, man. These guys are microwave talent, and what I mean microwave, instant gratification.
Yeah.
Instant gratification. Yes, they understand how the business works. They understand how the business should go, but they're not in that mindset. And plus, they're not trying to put in the work to do that. That's why they sign only to get $1 million and only work like 3 or 4 days. 2
to 3 days. Who was that saying that?
Dax Harwood or one of them boys.
Yeah, Dax Harwood that said it. Somebody else was saying that. Yeah, Tony Schiavone was saying that, and Jim Ross. They said it on the podcast. You can make $1 million only work 2 days. Who wouldn't do that, man? Jim Ross sounded like a fool. I was like, man, what the heck? You know better than this, Jim. You know better than this. Jim Ross was running that thing, man. You know how many days them guys be working.
But if he had the bank, man, Jim like no.
No, Jim Ross was young.
Oh, if he was young,
yeah, you know what, man.
If he was young,
he was in his 50s, man. Jim Ross had them guys working 5-6 days a week.
Yeah.
Jim Ross would be like, sorry, you're gonna be on the field. You're gonna be like in the Oklahoma drill. You're gonna be working. Jim Ross wouldn't go for that, but right now at his age, yeah, he's gonna say something like that.
You gonna give me $1 million 2 days? I'll take it.
Yeah, no doubt. And look, man.
Heck, I would even take it right now.
Yeah. Alma Clark is in the house. Appreciate you. Rob Beaven is in the house. Appreciate you coming in. But we'll get to your comments in just a little bit. But look, like Chris, I agree with Chris. No long-term storyline, because they really didn't have long-term story-telling characters, wrestlers or whatever. But the truth of the matter is, with the talent that they had, it's not saying they had bad talent. But they brought in Malachi Black, man, great talent. They brought in a lot of good people. You got Malachi Black. Then who did they get after that? They got Adam. They got Adam. Not Adam Cole. Was it Adam Cole? They got Adam Cole.
Adam Cole.
Then they,
Roger Strong.
Yeah, Roger Strong. CM Punk. Right after CM Punk, they got Adam Cole.
They had Bobby Fish.
Bobby Fish. Yeah, they start getting a lot of people.
Kyle O'Reilly came back. I mean, come on, you got a lot of people, man.
And look, when you get that type of talent, the way to beat the big dog, have better storylines than they have. Mm-hmm. Because you're not gonna out glamour and glitz them. You're not gonna out glamour and glitz WWE. You're not gonna do it.
You ain't gonna do that.
You're not gonna do it. So, man, your show, they already had the show in the ring because they put on great matches. Like I said, they already had the show in the ring, but the show had to come from a storyline. Man, if you give me a book and you say, hey, man, take this book back in the day. And Chris and I, we come from a generation we read books, guys. That was books.
It was an actual thing.
Yeah. We went to the library. What did we do when there was a book fair going on at school? How do we go to our moms, man? How do we go to our parents?
I need about $4 or $5.
Exactly.
So I need some books.
Exactly. We got to get these books. We got to get these books. Even if it was books that you just watched look at the pictures in, you had to see this book. But if somebody told me, hey, man, I got this book. I came 12, 13 years old. I got this book. It's got everybody in there that you want to see. Everybody that you grew up liking. I don't know who you like as far as cartoon characters. Hey, man, we got Curious George in here. I know you're a big Curious George fan. We got Winnie the Pooh in here. We got Bugs Bunny in here.
Hey,
man, we got Road Warriors.
Got Garfield.
Hey, Garfield. We got the Marvel Comics in here, man. We got Batman, Robin, Flash Gordon. We got them all. Wonder Woman. You like all those people? Spider-Man. You got, hey, man, I like that. You know, but that's all it is. It's pictures, and maybe they saying one word or whatever. And you might see Spider-Man in a fight with Batman. You know, Batman doing his little tricks, Spider-Man with his web. They showing a little something in the pictures. And you remember some of those books had pictures where it went, when you turn the page or something. Pop out, and you see that. Say, we got all that in there. But there's no storyline with all this. What's going on? It's just like
you have to make up something.
Yeah, just like Batman say, hey, you know, whatever. But this is the book, man. And you know, back then, your mom, you might, if you get $15, man, you lucky for that book fair. You lucky.
And you're gonna come back broke.
Yeah. And this book,
you gonna buy everything you can.
Yeah, this book cost $8. It was $7.95. That's what that book was. And you be like, man, I can't buy. I maybe get 2 other books that really I'm not interested in. This book costs $7.95. You go home and it don't have anything in it. Have all those characters in it. That's what AEW is giving you right there. They gave us a bunch of characters, but no storyline, man. Straight up. Nothing that we can take.
And then they come into Greenville.
Yeah, they are. They coming to Greenville
on the 31st of next month.
Yeah. So it was nothing we could take, because you go back and look in the 3 years, I'm like, hardly anything I can remember. The 3 years that's done passed as far as the AEW.
I'm gonna show you something. Since we're talking about AEW,
yeah, we're gonna get to these comments here.
Yeah, you go ahead and get to the comments while
let me see, man. All right.
Because I want to show y'all something, man. Now, for wrestling, we got a 15 to 16,000 seat arena set up for wrestling.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Y'all saw Monday Night Raw, May 13th, came to Greenville. Wasn't a empty seat in the house.
No, it wasn't.
It was jam-packed. And I went back and watched that show last night, finally.
Oh, you did? Okay.
That thing looked pretty good on TV.
Oh, yeah.
But, man, I want y'all to see this, man, what I'm about to show y'all. The stark difference is literally day and night. And I got to find this thing here. There you go. Right there. I'm going to put this up on the camera. I want y'all to see this thing. And remember what I said, 15 to 16,000 seat arena for wrestling. Here. South Carolina. Man, y'all about to laugh. Y'all see it. Y'all about to just fall out.
All right, Chris bringing up Ticketmaster. I think he's bringing up the map.
Yes, sir.
So of what's going on.
Exactly what I'm about to do, man, because this don't make no sense. When I show y'all this, y'all ain't gonna believe it, but
we're gonna go to the show though.
We're gonna go to the show. We're gonna be in there for the next 52 hours. But we're gonna be in there.
But yeah, go ahead, Chris.
Okay, so here I gotta bring this up. I'm gonna bring this up here. I'm gonna get up in the camera. I don't know if y'all can see this. If y'all can see that, not. However, but right here, Greenville, South Carolina, AEW Bon Secours. Okay, I'm bringing this up. Buying tickets. July 31st. Buying tickets. If y'all can see this, hopefully y'all can. But I'm gonna bring this map up right here.
You gotta put the map up. Yeah.
Okay, y'all see that? All them blue areas right there. That's the whole arena. And those blue areas that y'all see,
yeah,
that's all that they're set up for.
Yeah, I can see it, Chris. It's on there.
That's the only areas that are gonna be set up for that show.
And you know what?
And everything else grayed out is nobody can sit there.
Just them blue areas right there. That's all they got set up for. In a 16 to 15,000 seat arena set up for wrestling. This is it. These are your only choices when they come to town here that you can sit.
The sad thing about it is they're not even trying. You know, they're not even trying to sell it out, man. They just set it up for what, 2,500 people or whatever, maybe 3,000 people, and just let it go. And doing that in Greenville, South Carolina, man, we are big. This area here is a big wrestling town. So I just don't understand it, man. I really don't.
I mean, tickets. You got five pack tickets. 5-pack tickets now. Going for $28.05 a piece. No, actually, hold on. No, hold on. That's section 10. That's 100. Hold on, let me just look and see it. Hold on 1 second, guys. That's section 100, 120, 128. Hold on, 103. Yeah, 103. Let me look here, 103. All right, section 103. They're going for $39.10. So if I get 5 tickets, I'm still with fees and everything and taxes. 5 tickets, you only paying $195.50.
Oh, snap.
Now, if you try that at WWE,
oh God, man,
you're gonna be paying well over 500 plus.
Oh, no doubt.
For, in that same section.
Yeah.
Man, I don't understand what they're doing, man. What are they thinking? What's the logic?
I have no clue, but hopefully it's a good show. That's all I can really say. Hopefully it's a good show.
It's Dynamite and Rampage.
Yeah. And most people are going to leave doing Rampage.
Because you already been there for about 4 or 5 hours. Already.
Yeah, people are going to leave out of there doing Rampage. But, man, we'll see what happens. Hopefully it's a good show. Yeah. Hopefully me and Chris walk into something special. Hopefully we'll get to talk to Tony Khan, man. Yeah. No telling. All right, JL said, did you see Tank win? Yes, I saw that. JL. Tank, 8-round knockout.
Tank Abbott?
No, man.
Oh, I thought Tank Abbott.
Javante Tank Davis.
Oh, wow.
8-round knockout, JL. Yeah, definitely. Jordan Payne, I was talking PPP. Okay. Jordan Payne says, to you later, guys. Okay, all cool. Right. JL Pierre is fighting next weekend. It's going to be a short night. His left hook is lethal. 1-touch KO power. Okay, JL. All right. Max Savage says, OG, yo, what's up, Max Savage? My man, Max Savage, local wrestler, man. Well, one of the guys that wrestled for us in CMW Wrestling. All right, Jordan Payne says, I'll talk to y'all later. Okay, Jordan, that's cool. Jordan Payne says, tell Chris he's got a challenge. He's got a challenge, laugh out loud in 2025. Okay, Jordan Payne gonna bring back his, bring it back, see. Man. We're gonna see. All right, Rob Beeman says, we talking about AEW. What's up, guys? All right. Alma Clark says, what's up, Harry and Christopher? How are you doing this evening? Doing pretty good. Resting up some. Busy day at church again. Okay, Alma, I hear you. Happy Father's Day is a bittersweet one for May B90. But yeah, thank you, Alma. We definitely appreciate it. Black Rain 7920. Tony doesn't know what he is doing. Just overpay people like he did. He just did Trevor Lawrence. Yeah. Hey, man. Look, I'm going to go ahead and say this about Trevor Lawrence, the old Clemson University quarterback. Great quarterback, man, when it boils down to it. I don't know if he deserved the money, that he got with the Jaguars. I'm gonna say he really didn't. But when it boils down to it, you gotta have a great offensive line. You gotta have the people that take you there. You gotta have great receivers. You gotta have good. You gotta have a decent running back. You gotta have something to push you.
ETN, man.
They do. That's what I'm saying. They do. But so we'll see. And he played with him in college. So we're gonna see how everything plays out from here on out, man. Trevor Lawrence, young guy, still got a long way to go. What is this dude around, like 24 years old, I think? Yeah, so he's got a long way to go, man. So we'll see how everything plays out with Trevor Lawrence going forward. All right, Alma Clark, my dad, Earl Hill, had 3rd stroke that led to his death on July the 2nd. Wow. Had stage 4 dementia, the fast progressive kind. I hate that. Oh, wow. I hate that. Sorry to hear that. And I know that was. Yeah, that is bittersweet for you. Sorry to hear that, Alma. All right, country girl, loves Stone Cold Steve Austin. Okay, yeah, Stone Cold, great. That was the best thing in the world for him to do. For him when he left and he went to ECW and then ended up in WWE. the WWF back then, and changed, became a bald-headed guy, and just became this tough guy. That was the best thing that ever happened.
Because it was basically him. That's who he was.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, it brought out him, and so tough guy, and he just really, he really turned it on when he got to the WWF. And I think he was doing that same thing when he was over in WCW right at the end with the Hollywood Blondes. The real him was coming out. It's just they didn't get it all the way out of him before Eric Bischoff. Eric Bischoff got a call from him. I think he missed the show, and Eric Bischoff went ahead and fired him. But like I say, big ups to Stone Cold. I mean, because we wouldn't have got a Stone Cold if that wouldn't have happened.
Yeah.
All right. Jordan Payne says, I wouldn't go if I got free tickets. Oh, goodness sake, Jordan.
Goodness.
Wow, that is horrible.
That's
horrible, yeah. Rob Beeben says, Happy Father's Day, Harry and Chris. We appreciate that, Rob.
Thank you.
Definitely appreciate it. All right. And happy Father's Day to you too, Rob. All right, Country Girl, happy Father's Day to y'all, and congratulations on your 3-year anniversary. Country Girl, we definitely appreciate that 100%. All right, R709. It's unfortunate for AEW. I love the product, especially the matches they put on. Real exciting matches for the passionate wrestling fan. However, the direction is all over the place for AEW. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. It's bad, and it got worse after Cody left, man. After Cody up and exited the company, it got worse. All right, Country. Let's see. All right, let's see. Kenneth Paul, what's up, man? What's going on, Kenneth? What's up, Harry and Chris? What I like about Cody versus AJ, that Cody was showing a little anger character like Rick was. AJ told him we done, and he still went for stair steps. Yeah, and hit him after the match. He went ahead and hit him after he said he quit. So man, yeah, that right there showed a lot of strength. That showed some ruthless aggression that we don't usually get from Cody.
And something else too, man. Damian Priest, he said his knee feels like trash.
Oh, I bet.
After that incident, man.
I bet.
Yeah, man. He said
I bet, man.
When they asked him about his knee, man, they said it feels like trash. At the moment, he didn't get a chance to get it checked out because he had to rush and come to the press conference.
Mm-hmm.
But he said doctors will check it out, but he ain't going anywhere. He's still able to beat Drew.
He fought.
He said he's going pretty much good to go, even though his knee feels like it's just.
Yeah, he still put up a valiant effort, man. I got to give it to him. This man kept going. So big ups to Damian.
Oh wow. AJ Styles is scheduled to wrestle at Pro Wrestling Noah on July 13th.
Oh, wow, man. Wow.
Now, that is something different.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is.
Because he's still under contract, ain't he?
Yeah, they letting these guys do other things, man. Hey, it is what it is.
That's something you don't see with the WWE.
That's true. All right, my man Adam Richardson says Gunther versus Damian Priest up next.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Money in the Bank. Yep.
Yeah, Will Rally Sport says, hi, Harry, Chris. What's going on, Will Rally Sport? Appreciate you coming in, man. Appreciate you coming in and rocking with us. Yeah, and everybody, man, we appreciate all the thumbs up, guys. We definitely appreciate all the thumbs up, showing us that you like this content. Hey, we just basically out here spitting. We're basically talking about things, man, that's done happened in the past. We talking, with this 3-year anniversary, we did go over Clash at the Castle. Man, hey, NXT Battleground was the week before. That was very good pay-per-view. Now, as far as back 2021, man, when we first started this thing, WWE, like I say, they was in a hole, man. It was really bad. Everybody was down on Bischoff. SmackDown.
Bischoff, you mean Vince?
Yeah, man. Why do I say Bischoff, man? I'm thinking about that WCW who killed. We'll get to that too. But yeah, Vince McMahon. Everybody was on Vince McMahon straight up. I don't even think SmackDown really was that good at that time. Raw really wasn't good. NXT, like I say,
NXT was the best thing they had.
Yeah, but it was very colorful. It got to the point where it was very colorful. And that's when Chris stopped watching. But man, I still was in defense of WWE because I could see things coming. When you don't fix the cracks, if you plan on taking over, you better fix the cracks. You better have your game in gear. And I'm gonna go ahead and use a scenario. All right, let's see. All right, man. Look, man,
dying, boy.
Yeah, me and Chris, we was drug dealers.
No, man, you don't get us picked up there, man. No.
Oh man. No, look, man. Nah, I'm not gonna use that. But look, man. Look, if me and Chris started a new fast food joint, okay, we selling hamburgers. We selling hot dogs. We selling French fries. We selling apple pies. What else? We selling chicken sandwiches. And then we look at each other and we like, hey man, Wendy's sell hamburgers.
Yep.
Burger King sells hamburgers. McDonald's sells hamburgers. Hey, that local mom and pops down there, they sell hamburgers.
Yeah.
They got fries too, man. They got chicken too.
What makes us so different?
Exactly. So, you know, to be on point, what we have to do, we can go out and we can spend money. We find the best guy. Me and Chris, we go around and, you know, hey, we done been to plenty of cookouts. We do cookouts ourselves. We know who can pretty much flame broil the best burgers, man. You know, they can put that thing on the grill and, man, season that thing right and everything, knock out the best burgers. So we bring these people in, man, and we put together the best staff, some of the nicest people we know to work our front lines, and then we just tell them, hey, man, we done both worked in customer service. We tell them how to treat people and everything, and we say, look, we got to have the best burgers all the time because everybody's our competition. Hey, the local QT now sells burgers.
Oh Lord.
Spinks, the Spinks gas station, they sell chicken sandwiches and chicken biscuits and things. Everybody, they sell coffee, we sell coffee. All that stuff is our competition. So we got to be on point. The person that we have to make our beverages, our coffee, our tea and everything, got to be on point all the time. You can't mess up on your sugar. You can't mess up on your creamer. Exactly. You cannot mess up. Man, when you make that burger and I don't care if the lunch rush is fast or quick or whatever, you better take that doggone seasoning that we have and you better season every one of those burgers. Because if you decide to just make the burger and just grill the burger, put a little burn on it and send it out, it's not going to taste as good. That person might say, hey, I'm not going back there. Man, I can't stand doggone Harry and Chris's Burger Shack, a tasty grill. So I'm not going to go back there. I'm going to tell 3 friends. I'm going to tell 3 of my friends. They're going to tell 3 of their friends. They are going to tell Jack, Jill, and Larry. Jack, Jill, and Larry is going to tell doggone 7 friends. 7 friends going to tell doggone 20 friends.
And then they're going to tell somebody that don't even care, but they're going to tell them anyway.
Exactly. 20 going to go up to 100, to 1,000. So it's going to balloon. It will balloon, and next thing you know, we'll be like, hey, man, why we ain't getting as many people in on our lunch rush? But then you got to think about every single one of those. Say the person who put down the burgers, he makes 12 burgers at a time. Because I remember when I used to be putting down burgers when I was a teenager. Boom, 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 boom. I used to put them all on the grill. My first job, McDonald's, make sure you season all them burgers. Sometimes, man, we was in a rush. We didn't have time to grab that seasoning and put them on. We just send that burger out, man. We send it out. But people come back from McDonald's, the kids and everything like that. But the thing is, we taste those burgers. No, this is Hardee's. I'm gonna take that back. Hardee's. I worked for McDonald's first. Then I worked for Hardee's. Hardee's, we season them burgers, man. And you put that seasoning on them, them burgers was outstanding. You didn't put it on there, man. You taste it. It made a huge difference. Still was good, but made a huge difference.
So it wasn't $15 a burger, neither.
Exactly. So AEW, when you don't have your ducks in a row, you don't cover every single thing, then that doggone that competition out there is ready to snatch you up every single time that you make a mistake, especially when you got a bigger name. Because McDonald's would definitely be bigger than Harry and Chris's Tasty Shack, a Tasty Burger or whatever. Yeah. So they're gonna take advantage every single time. They're gonna snatch away that customer that we had. They're gonna snatch them back or whatever because Harry and Chris forgot to put the doggone.
And then on top of that too, man, you gotta think Triple H is in control now too.
Yeah.
Because you had so many years of Vince. Vince.
Yeah.
Now you got somebody different that's been under the tools.
Yes.
But Vince is completely out of the picture. He gone.
Mm-hmm.
So he's got to take all the music experience he's learned and deal with it on his own.
Right.
So now everybody wants to see, okay, what is Triple H going to do? Since he's got complete reign.
Right.
I ain't watched him in years, but I got to see what he going to do since Vince gone.
Yeah.
Because I know what Vince was going to do. I knew what to expect from Vince. I got to see how this guy going to do. And you get a lot of people coming back just to see what they're going to do.
Oh, yeah.
So,
and you got to remember, they got that huge infrastructure, man.
Oh, good Lord.
They got that big, that huge infrastructure that's been built
years.
So they know what they're doing. They know exactly what they're doing. But yeah, WWE, I could see them creeping up. And that's one thing that I feared. That was the first thing that I feared for AEW, is because I knew they was going up against a company that had an infrastructure that was built that was just basically pretty much you couldn't shut down. You couldn't shut that down. That was not going to crumble. That has to crumble before WWE crumbles. You know, and see WCW, even WCW, as big as they got, they didn't have a strong management. Their management structure was
trash.
It was trash. And so, you know, they didn't have it. And Tony Khan, he basically got himself. And then he got Tony Schiavone in these little goofball roles because he didn't want to give him back to David Crockett. So, man, they really don't have an infrastructure. They running like an indie show out here. And, you know, I'm not putting down indie shows. But when it boils down to it, the indie shows definitely don't have the money.
They had the money, but
exactly. Woo. They definitely don't have the money to build up what we see with these big companies, with a WWE. So,
but yeah, we've seen a lot, and like I said, a lot has gone on these past these 3 years.
Yes,
we've done this good, bad, ugly, and otherwise, man. From WWE, AEW, all the way down to the Indies, and you know, a lot of things have changed, and some things have stayed the same. But yeah, man, I'm just glad that we're still here.
Yeah, no doubt.
I mean, has it been easy? Good Lord, no.
Heck no.
Have we possibly burned some bridges? Sure.
Oh yeah.
It's gonna happen. Have we made some enemies? Yeah, we have. It's gonna happen, of course. That, I mean, even if we didn't have this platform, we would made some enemies.
That's true. That's true.
I'm sure we would have at some point. But we're here. We're still standing. We're still making it. But yeah, guys, and you guys have been rocking with us, man. We, like I said, we really, really appreciate that, guys. We truly, truly do. It means more than you guys will ever know.
No doubt.
That you guys support us and rock with us, man, and that, you know, because of you, we are who we are, guys, and we thank you and we appreciate it. And this episode of the Straight Up Wrestling Show has been brought to you by Diet Coke.
Coke, hey, do not think that Diet Coke think Diet Coke cannot change your world. Diet Coke can put you back in the mode. If you are Chris and I, if you are our age or older, maybe a little bit younger, maybe 42, 43 and on up, this right here can put you back in the mode of what Coke used to taste like, man. This right here tastes like the original Coke. That Zero Coke does too. Now
I've never had Zero Coke.
Zero Coke does too. It tastes like the original Coke. I don't know what in the world's going on, but Zero Coke tastes almost like this. I think they changed a little something different, but Zero Coke tastes very close to the Diet Coke. And
this is the only way I can drink Coke.
Yeah, me too. That regular Coke, I can't do it. I can't do it. But this right here tastes like the original Coke. Hey, now I don't know if you remember, Chris. I remember the first day that they came out with the new Coke. Do you remember that?
I remember that, man.
Hey, the first day they came out with the new Coke, I went to Hillcrest High School in Simpsonville, South Carolina, in Greenville County, biggest high school in Greenville County.
At the time,
yeah. We almost had 400 students that was in my graduating class. Okay, going out to the buses. Buses come. I mean, we're going out to the school buses, but there was these big trucks that came rolling up. Two big, huge Coke trucks rolled up on the lot. We didn't know what was going on. Man, it was 98 degrees out there too that day. It was hot. Upstate South Carolina was burning that day, guys. This was around, I think it was like May. It was in May of 85, I think. They come rolling up, and then they open up the door. So everybody, man, I wasn't riding the bus. I was in the car, in the cars. So everybody was in the cars, and everybody was on the buses. The bus was coming around, but I was on the car lot. We was all going to our cars, and they open up. And we like, what's going on here? What's going on here? So me, Eric Sullivan, Johnny Berry guys that play basketball with me, we all went over there to see what the heck was going on, man. What are y'all doing? They were like, hey, what's going on, guys? What? Y'all want a Coke? Y'all want free Coke? Yeah, man, yeah. Because it was hot. It was burning up. Like, yeah, man.
We want to get something to drink?
Yeah. Man, Coke had like 6 to 8 guys in each truck. They had these big coolers, and they just grabbing Cokes, man. They just throwing them out, boom, boom, boom. And we killed. You know, you couldn't kill an old Coke. You could not do that.
No,
Nobody
strong,
could do that.
them
Things
strong.
was very strong. Man, we like boom, 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 over with. We've been like a couple minutes, man. Them sodas was dead. You might have, you know, people might have did 2 sips. Over with. And you're like, we're killing these Cokes. We didn't even think about that.
Y'all were just thirsty.
Yeah. How y'all like them? Oh, we love them, man. How do they taste? They taste good. Oh, man, would y'all like another one? Yeah, yeah, yeah. Boom, boom, boom. They throwing out more Cokes. We're hot. We're teenagers.
Ain't thinking about it.
Metabolism
Yeah.
in overdrive.
You thirsty and you just
Yeah.
get free drinks.
And back then, everybody was skinny. You know, about every
And
student.
then on top of that,
Skinny.
you're getting free drinks.
Yeah, exactly. Boom, 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 boom. Boom. Killed it again. Man, y'all like it? Yeah, we like it, man. Tell everybody about it. Tell everybody. Yeah, yeah. We celebrate. Yeah, this Coke. New Coke, man. It's new Coke. It's called new Coke. Okay.
Still didn't think about it.
Didn't think nothing about it. Come back to school the next day. Walking up and down the halls, man. Walking up and down the halls. Go to lunch. Go to lunch. Go out, go to lunch. We still all the Coke machines in the halls and things like that. But some of them, you know, the ones that was close to the lunchroom, they was like right at the edge where the doors was.
Yeah,
at,
yeah,
where
yeah.
you can, you know, walk outside as soon as
Yeah.
you get your Coke. God almighty. The school had like 13. I think we had 13 drink machines in that school.
Good Lord.
Now we had, because Coke was the dominant soda back then. So we did have 7 Coke machines in the whole school. It was already 7 Coke machines. There was 3 Pepsi machines. There was a Shasta machine. Remember Shasta? We had a Shasta machine, and we had an RC machine.
Yep.
Yeah, with RC
I
Cola.
was looking at Shasta.
Yeah.
Shasta. made me
Yeah, Shasta. We had RC Cola. We had Cheerwine. If you from this area, you know about Cheerwine. We had Cheerwine in there.
I don't know what about Cheerwine too, man.
Orange Crush and all that stuff.
Cheerwine always went good with Arby's.
Yeah, it did.
I don't know
Yeah,
why.
that's true.
If
That's
you
true.
ate Arby's, man, I had to have a Cheerwine. It just
It went well. It goes well with
with
it. Yeah,
Arby's.
yeah, it does.
Whew.
Man, something about that sauce goes right with
Yeah,
that
the
Cheerwine.
It was,
But
whew,
yeah,
man.
so and we had an RC machine. So we had those machines with 7, 3, and 2, and there was one more machine. And I think it was a Coke. I think it was a combined machine that was in the teachers' lounge. You could get a Coke, you could get Pepsi in that from that machine.
Oh, y'all was allowed in teachers' lounge?
No, we wasn't, but I'll tell you what happened.
I'm like, wait a
All right,
minute,
this
wait,
what went down, man. This what went down.
wait.
We all getting those, you know, when we went back the next day to school,
Yeah.
after Coke came and pulled that little thing,
Yeah.
we go back, every single machine in the whole school was a Coke machine. Pepsi machines, gone. Shasta machine, gone.
RC.
RC machine, gone.
Oh, wow.
Nothing but Coke.
Okay.
I mean, and like 4 slots, it was Coke. It was new Coke. They was promoting the heck out of it. You did have, I think you had,
Right, I'm sure.
yeah, you had Sprite in there, and you had, what was it? It was something else. They had something else. I think they had a Diet Coke in there. It was like 2 other drinks. It was Coke. I think they had Fanta. I think they was doing Coke had Fanta at the time. Fanta. It was a Fanta. Orange and the grape was in there.
Okay.
So it was 4 sodas in there because it was Diet Coke. It was the new Coke, Fanta, and you know the Fanta grape and the Fanta cherry or knee high, 1 or 2. But 1 or the 2 that they had because they had that. We got out. Everybody we could get in Cokes. Man, we go outside, you know, because back then students was able to. We had smokers. We had smokers areas. We had everything.
Yeah.
So we going out, man. You know, some guys got a little cigarette. Everybody, you know, got Coke. A lot of times we didn't eat in the lunchroom. We just went outside and just chilled. Got my Coke. If you wanted to talk to your friends or whatever, you didn't have time to get, you know, going to, you know, lunchroom or whatever. Got my Coke. Me and Everett, man, we went outside. I said, we started drinking this stuff, and I'm like, I took a sip. Everett took a sip. I said, Everett, how does this thing taste to you, man? He said, I don't know. He said, this thing kind of sweet. I said, yeah, it is. And I'm just drinking it, man. It was just like sweet. It just tastes like sugar water, man. It tastes like some doggone dark sugar water there for a while. And we drinking this stuff, and everybody, man, we like, this stuff sucks. Those trash cans got full so quick. that was outside. Back then we had those metal trash cans.
Mhm.
They got full, man, and they was overflowing with soda because soda was still left in the cans. We just tossing in there, man. This sucked. We all went to the teachers' lounge. If you didn't go back in there and get a milk or whatever outside, all of us, we was at the teachers' lounge. Because one of the teachers told, I was shop teacher, Mr. Terry, he said, down in the teachers' lounge, we get to get Pepsi, there's still Pepsi in there and everything. We went in there, man, and we raided that doggone thing, but we got the Pepsis out of there, man. We got every other drink out of there. Students were just getting it. Some students were getting orange. They was getting grape. They was getting whatever they could get because you could get Shasta. Yeah. It was just a combined machine. You get everything out of there. But we, man, But they was like, what in the world is the teachers gonna drink? We were like, we don't know. We were sorry. We was telling the teachers we're sorry. We took all their drinks. But because I was on the second lunch period. We had 2 lunch periods. I was on the second one. But man, we was thirsty. We wanted some sodas. We was used to drinking sodas. If not, like say you go to the water fountain.
Some of y'all call pop.
Yeah, or you went to the water fountain and the water fountains was lined up that day, man. It was so hot. And look, it would have been great if somebody would have broke out the doggone old football hose. We needed about 3 or 4 of those that day, Christopher Burton. Break out the whole football hose, but like you say, Coach Bobby had every student come by. Here you go. Here you go. But they should have broke that out, man. But it was hilarious. Come back the next day, we had a protest. We protest the heck out of that, man. We had petitions where everybody was signing, and the students were signing it and everything. The next day, man, we had the next day after that, because we had like 2 days. The third day after they had those Coke machines, the next day we went into school. There was nothing but Pepsi machines. There was 1 Coke machine. We ended up getting like 9 Pepsi machines. We got our Shasta back. We got our RC machine, and we had 1 Coke machine. That Coke machine was very lonely, man. That's all I gotta say. It was very lonely. But that was awful. And going into we had Winn-Dixie back then. Winn-Dixie, Bi-Lo. Those are our grocery stores. Winn-Dixie, Bi-Lo, and Ingles. Hey, if you're in the upstate, Western North Carolina, whatever. Yeah, you know what we're talking about. So we going into our grocery stores, man. And on them Cokes, man, they was putting them things on sale like crazy, man. They was putting them right there at the front of the store, new Coke. And that drove Pepsi to come out with something new. They came out with that clear Pepsi and all that stuff at the time. It was just it was crazy, guys. Pepsi,
clear Pepsi was good.
It lasted longer than that new Coke.
And another thing that I misheard, it was good, but oh my gosh, I wish they would bring it back out. I don't know if y'all remember this, but Harry, you remember that blue Pepsi?
Yeah, I remember the blue Pepsi.
That blue Pepsi was so good, man. I wish they would bring that stuff back.
But the thing about it is, this is what happened. Coke, they went ahead and tried to play Pepsi's game, man. Pepsi always was sweet. Mm-hmm. Always sweet. So they tried to roll in and play Pepsi's game. I would not drink a Pepsi. I didn't drink Pepsi back then. I drank Coke. And man, and then they come back with Coca-Cola Classic. Oh, and try to say that was doggone.
That was worse.
No, it wasn't. Worse. That thing was awful. That was not Coke.
Matter of fact, I think that's what we got today.
yeah. But no, that regular Coke was not that Coca-Cola Classic is not the regular Coke. I don't care what nobody said. Let's get these comments because hey, I'm gonna run out of power, and like I say, I will have to put my phone over here. But yeah, guys, we done been on long enough. But we appreciate everybody coming out, and guys, appreciate all the thumbs up, guys. Give us a thumbs up, and remember, like, share, join on Facebook. Like, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell, ding, ding, ding. Here on YouTube, do the same thing on Twitch. And if you see us on X, man, that was formerly known as what, Chris?
Twitter. Formerly known as Twitter.
Hit that like, share, tweet, and retweet. And what else, Mr. Bird?
Follow the Straight Up Wrestling Show on X, formerly known as Twitter.
Oh, yeah. We're going to get the rest of these comments, guys, before we roll out of here.
Yeah. Man.
All right. Rob Beefin says, we talking about AEW, guys. Yes, we are. Mm-hmm. All right. Alma Clark says, what's up, Chris, Harry, and Christopher? How are you doing this evening? I'm doing pretty good. I think we had got that one. Mm-hmm. Black Rain 7920 says, Tony doesn't know what he's doing. Yeah, we got that one. Just overpay people like he did Trevor Lawrence. Alma Clark, about her dad. Yeah, once again, we're sorry about that. Alma, I know it's been a while, but hey, you know, I know that still hurt. All right, Country Girl says, love Stone Cold Steve Austin. Yeah, we got that one. Jordan Payne says, I wouldn't go if I got free tickets. Rob Beeman says, yeah, happy Father's Day, Harry and Chris. Country Girl, happy Father's Day to y'all. We appreciate that, Country Girl. R709 says, it's unfortunate for AEW. I love the product, especially the matches they put on. Real exciting matches for the passionate wrestling fan. However, the direction is all over the place for AEW. Yeah, that's where we stopped it, I think. Kenneth Paul says, sup, Harry and Chris. What I like about Cody and AJ, that Cody was showing a little anger character like Rick was AJ told him he's done, and he still went for stair steps. Yep. R709, if Tony Khan was to go down the storyline route of business, he will need to bring in experienced people to do that and also handle that. Yes, sir. R709.
He got them people, but he ain't using them.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
So it ain't doing no good.
Yeah. Adam Richardson said Gunther versus Damian Priest up next. Rally Sport, hi, Harry and Chris. Rally Sport, are you sponsored by Diet Coke? Bottles everywhere. Hope you okay, guys. Right now we are. All right. Yeah, Adam Richardson said Harry sponsored Coca-Cola. No, man, I'm not sponsoring Coca-Cola, but we do. We advocate for this. Remember, Diet Coke is a little separate entity from them. They are the same company, but yeah, Diet Coke is a separate department. All right, let's see. Jordan Payne, T-Law took them to the playoffs first and second year. Can't remember. Oh, okay. Adam Richardson, next pie. I need Gunther to get a little again, to get a title again. His character is epic. R709 says, Rally Sport, Clash at the Castle was good. Chelsea Green was funniest thing on the show. I predicted Isa Alba Fire win. Feel good moment for two Scottish wrestlers. I was right. Woo go, me, laugh out loud. Real Rally Sport says, hi, chat. Gabriel Allen says, hey, Harry, talk about Eric Bischoff after we talk about AEW just now. Sup, OG. Happy Father's Day. Yeah.
Thank you, man.
All right, R709. If Tony Khan had the mindset and vision like Vince McMahon from Attitude Era days, AEW will go on another level. Yes, sir. Gabriel Allen says, Chris, it's the hustle. Do the hustle like Van McCoy, laugh out loud. Jordan Payne, Harry and Chris, Hamburger and Cheeseburger Pub. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right. Kenneth Paul, happy Father's Day and Pie Day, Harry and Chris. Yeah, I hear you, Kenneth. Alma Clark, Harry, here's my take. AEW truly needs to re-examine their creative team because storytelling is the heart and soul foundation of any company. Yes, ma'am. Get somebody who knows what they're doing, not coming up as predictable. Yes, Alma Clark says don't overdo on one thing and not having wrestling. It has to be equal parts to the show. Seeing too many companies go out of business because they don't follow out or stay true to their mission statement. Yes. B90. Ben Benjamin, sup, Harry and Chris. Happy Father's Day, OG. And since it's Father's Day, I'm watching Baby and Kids later on, Sanford and Son on my laptop. Laugh out loud. Yeah. Alma Clark. Yeah. Alma Clark says, let's see, what in the world was that? Ed.
You lost your spot already.
Yeah, because I ended up hitting something and went out. Alma Clark says, what's up, everyone? How y'all doing this evening? B90. Andy Johnson. Sup, Harry and Chris. Happy Father's Day. See you this Tuesday for NXT. Yes, sir. I wonder who show up. Surprises has been taught. Yeah. Kenneth Paul. Wow, Chris. Have a good soul. He didn't forget where he came from. And also, Harry. Salute, OG. No doubt, Kenneth Paul. Appreciate it. Russell Red. I know Chris and Harry remember the Cola commercial where a young fellow on the bus singing Sweet Lady. A guy named Tyrese Gibson. Yes, sir. Yes, that was a great commercial for Tyrese. Yeah, he got a contract off that. And great for Coke, man. You might remember him. Laugh out loud. Jody. Little Jody. Yeah. All right, Alma Clark. Fresca, Shasta, Frosty, yeah, root beer, Mellow Yellow, Mountain Dew, original B90. Yes.
Yellow.
Yeah, they call me Mellow Yellow because I am so smooth. All right, Russell Red, and also happy Father's Day, OG. Alma Clark said, I'm stealing y'all's Coke. I'm stealing y'all's Coke money and lunch money. 25-cent RC Cola. Let's see, knee-high fruit flavored sodas. B90. Yes. Andy Johnson, Harry and Chris. What's your greatest Coke 45 commercial of all time? Red Fox driving or Rufus Thomas? Whoa,
no, man, no. Best Coke 45 commercial of all time. Billy D. Wood.
Oh yeah.
Billy D. Wood.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
All favorite.
No doubt.
Hey, I love my Coke 45.
Yes.
That's Billy D.
Yes,
boy.
it. Speaking of Coke, man, but the original Coke, okay? The original Coke. Best commercial, Mean Joe Green. Mean Joe Green.
Boy, you tossing that little kid?
Yeah. He gave him the jersey.
Yeah.
He gave the Coke to Mean Joe. And you can't buy Coke, Mean Joe. And he drank it up. He pretty much killed that thing.
Yeah.
What the heck? But that is big man. It's a big man. And then he just went ahead, hey kid, and threw him the shirt.
Jersey.
Yeah, threw him the jersey, man.
Well,
So
Mean Joe was what, 75? Number 75?
yeah, number 75, yeah. Man, great defensive end, defensive tackle, I think.
He defensive zone.
He played defensive tackle. He was something special. All right, guys, but man, we are gonna roll out of here.
And this
Appreciate it.
amazing 3 years, man.
Yes, it
Thank
has.
y'all for rocking with us.
And
And many more years to come, and there's many more episodes to come, guys. So keep rocking with us, man, because the best is yet to come.
yeah, and we thank everybody, man. We thank everybody that's rocked with us to this time. And man, we like Chris said, we got a lot more to go. And we thank you guys for over 500,000 views. I didn't know me and Chris was gonna make it there because I kept telling him, Chris, I want to make it. I want to get to
500,000.
Yeah, 500. Yeah, that'd be great. So if you on here, man, you see and you coming through, hey, just please go ahead and subscribe to Straight Up Wrestling Show,
Yeah.
guys. Tell a friend, man. Hey, go out and call somebody. Like Thunderbolt Patterson says, call somebody. Tell somebody.
I thought it was Road Dogg said that, man.
Hey, he said it. Hey, Thunderbolt said it first. Call somebody. Tell somebody.
Because if you don't, we done headed up there.
Yeah. Exactly.
We done
It's headed up there. Yeah.
If
If you move without telling somebody or calling somebody or texting somebody, we're gonna. All right, y'all stay straight up. We appreciate each and every one of you.
Thank you for
We're
being
outta here.
for 3 years, man. It's
No
been
doubt about
amazing,
it.
guys.
Stay
Like I
straight
said,
up.
There's more to come.
Stay straight up. Peace. If you move.
If you move.